outside the Bank of America here. This janitors protest is just wrapped up. I wanted to ask more generally about the National Lawyers Guild and how they work with the LAPD and how you work together to protect the activists.
We work on a regular basis with the National Lawyers Guild and any other, activist group or group that protects, the civil rights of others, ACLU, NAACP, whoever it may be. The police department has an open dialogue, and we always have. More so, I think, in recent years than maybe in the past. But we recognize that it's much better to have an open dialogue. Jim LAPD is a name that we know and somebody that we speak with on a regular basis to work both ways, to find out how we can best facilitate certain actions as well as what the Lawyers Guild can do to help bring the department's view to the group in terms of some of the issues that we're concerned with. And we've been very successful in recent past in working that.
That's amazing. I'm planning on going to the training tomorrow at the Asian Pacific Law Center. Do you think there will be any representatives from LAPD present or kind of taking notes or?
That I don't know. I don't know if we've been invited. We have a large contingency of people that are designated as liaisons, liaison with all of the groups that are participating in May Day. So there may be one of those representatives that will be there at the National Lawyers Guild. I don't know if they've invited us or not, but certainly if they...
I'd like to invite you as much as...
You probably have to get clearance from them, but I don't think there's anything secretive about what they do. We understand their role, and we help facilitate their role. Typically, even in scenarios where we have people who are actively involved in a defiant demonstration, taking over an intersection, engaged in, sleeping dragon, or the protester devices where they have to be cut out. We allow the Lawyers Guild to have a very close view of what's going on so that they can be there to observe what's going on because we understand their role.
Do you think in some ways the YouTube generation over the last 10 years has transformed the face of law enforcement in terms of citizens participating in public safety?
Oh, absolutely. I think on a regular basis, citizens, both for the benefit of law enforcement, provide information to law enforcement on criminal activities that they see, as well as to keep, officers who may go astray, keep them honest, or bring that to the department's attention or, criminal justice attention. And that's good. There's I can tell you this, almost every police officer that comes to work every day does not have it in their mind to go out and violate somebody's civil rights. Mistakes are made on occasion, and I think that's what we see most often, unfortunately. Those are the events that get publicized. And, I'm not going to say that there aren't officers who have certain biases, but we do our best as a department, as management and managers, to seek out and ferret out those individuals who have that propensity. And many times it's just a training issue. The officers don't understand, public assemblies, the right of free speech on private property that's open to the public access. So oftentimes it's a training issue and, educating our personnel.
That's amazing. Also, one last question. What kind of representation do women have on the force? Are they about 20%, or is there some goal to get it up to equal?
Boy, I just looked at those numbers. In terms of equal 50%, I don't know if there's a goal to do that at this point. But right now, I think we're at, I want to say 17% women on the department. And that's a huge increase from what it was. I think it's about a 72% increase since 1992.
So is there like a workplace safety normalization for them so they don't have any undue harassment, but their needs are met as well? Kind of like a, just like, I know in the military there's a lot of sexual harassment and military rape, and I would expect in LA that things would be very equal towards women.
They are very equal. It's very rare that we have any type of sexual harassment or hostile work environment. The department has gone to great extremes to make sure that the work environment is just that. It's a professional work environment, and women have been a part of this department for close to 100 years.
Amazing.
So the women are entrenched in our department, and they're our partners and our equals, and we have an assistant chief who's a female, and we've had assistant chiefs for the last 10 years in that position.
That makes me really proud. It's so lovely speaking with you today.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time.